Hello friends, today I'm going to show you how to clean a lens, and that's regardless of the objective or lens, or call it whatever you want. We are going to take care of the surface, how the lens is assembled. I have hundreds of videos on the channel showing exactly how to do that. Here we are going just to take care on the surface of the glass, and the method I'm going to show you is my method. There is probably something better. If you have something better, I will be glad to hear it and learn about it. But so far, this is the method I have figured out. Okay, so I have this lens here that looks rather clean. In reality, if I shine a light, you can see the surface has a lot of dust, and this is essentially due to the diaphragm taking dust, and then this is the collection of dust of many years of use. The lens itself, this belongs to a Nikon 85mm 1.4 AES, a fantastic lens, and I'm going to show you how I proceed. So I do 3 steps essentially. First, a dirty cleaning. That means I'm just going to remove the gross of the particles of the dirt, whatever, and to do so I use a microfiber cloth that looks much to a rag, and I will use some lens cleaning fluid. I use several. I use this one here. I've been using it for maybe a year. Works fine. I like it at least. I use this one here. This one I've been using it for maybe 5 or 6 years. Works also fine. And that's pretty much for the cleaning fluids. And so what I do for the first cleaning is I open the bottle, I put a generous amount of fluid. Here we want to remove really the big particles. And then I come and very gently with the microfiber cloth. I'm just going to wipe. I should have probably told you before to blow. This also works for the particles. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, but in cases where the dust has been there for a really long time, it usually doesn't go away just by simply blowing. Okay, so I have done the first step here. Now what I see are essentially traces of cleaning. The dust is gone. This is a good step. The big particles are gone. Now what I'm going to do is what I call the second cleaning, and to do that I use the lens cleaning fluid. So the one, okay, let me just change hands. The one I have here in this bottle, whether I use one or the other is just random, they both work nice. Okay, so I apply some fluid, and then I proceed to use a microfiber cloth, which is actually newer, even though this one starts to get older. And here my result starts to look really good. I blow just to remove the eventual particle. And then the lens surface looks really good. What you're seeing a bit dirty is just the back, but then if you apply exactly the same process, you will get the lens surface clean. And here we are not just done. Last, I do a final cleaning, and that I either do with a really new microfiber cloth, just to remove still any eventual trace of cleaning and particles of dust. And then this generally works fine. As you can see here, the lens surface is rather clean now. So that's one alternative. The risk of it is that sometimes you can have tiny specks of dust, even though the lens fluids, the lens cleaning fluids, for example this one and this one here, they have anti-sticking agents. Sometimes it can happen. You have a tiny speck of dust and you cannot remove it just by blowing. In such cases, I do something different, and I use optical cleaning paper. Here you have a sample. Just let me erase it so you can see it. And the deal with this paper, it is also very clean, and it leaves near no traces of the cleaning. And just to save on it, because it's a waste otherwise, I just cut it in small chunks. And if you want to proceed with the paper, which is also very successful, I apply the lens cleaning fluid. I put a piece of paper. I avoid touching it with my bare fingers. I don't want to put grease or whatever on it. And then I use this tool that I have here, which is a typical lens pen, and then I just push the paper. I start from the inside and I do small rotations going towards the exterior, and I try just to get out of the lens progressively, and this also produces really good results. And then here we can take a look, and it has nothing to do with what we had in the beginning, which was a very dirty lens. Okay, I talked for so long. This is my method. I have obtained good results with it. I have cleaned 400 and more lenses using it, so I would say it's rather successful. But if you think you have a better method, just please let me know, because I'm always very interested in perfecting my craft. So this is all I wanted to show today. See you next time.